Well, hello guys, and welcome back to Rob's Arcade. Once again, as always, I'm your host, Rob French, aka Red 5 French. And today is Friday. So, we all know what that means. I'm going to get you high today. 'Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do. But it's Friday, and it also means that it is New Game Friday. Now, New Game Friday is a segment I like to bring to you guys where I showcase new games to my library. Now, these aren't necessarily, as you can see, 2016 new releases or new titles, just new games to my own personal library here. Actually, this is kind of a new game for me. I've never really played this before at all. I tried to play this a little bit the other day and kind of give you guys like an opening experience into this title, but there was like a lot of paperwork actually involved in this. There was like a lot of walkthroughs and clicking and manuals and just all kind of like this, yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. Can we get started? Okay, hopefully, here we go. Here we go. Rob French, Rob's Arcade. New Game Friday, Street Fighter 5. Never been a huge Street Fighter fan. In fact, I remember growing up and finding Street Fighter to be a little bit intimidating. This title's pretty cool though. It's got some really neat options as far as gameplay goes. I did the arcade yesterday. Knocked out this part here. Or was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Excuse me. I think it was Wednesday. But was never really huge into Street Fighter. I was more of a Mortal Kombat kid, Sega Genesis. Never had a PlayStation really growing up or a Super Nintendo, and I kind of feel like those were the two platforms that really did this video game justice.
The answer.
Alright.
Must destroy everything.
I love this side of the animation, the cutscenes, and the story mode. I'm not such a fan on the actual animation in the video game itself.
That can't be the only answer.
I kind of feel like they should have gone with a more traditional animation for the fighting as well. Like something kind of like this. Would have been really cool. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, some of my memories with Street Fighter early on were pretty,
you've awakened.
actually kind of scary. Going to the arcades, I just remember like just like these hordes of kids kind of huddled around Street Fighter arcade games, with their quarters all lined up, and
Yes.
you know, they're like 15, 16-year-old kids. I was like 12 maybe, and it was very intimidating. It was just kind of like, you know, what are you doing in here? Get out of here, kind of experience.
Long story, I won't bore you with
And
it.
it's like,
In
hey,
any
man, I've been
case,
playing video
could I
games
ask you
for
for a
like
favor?
4 or 5 years
I would
now. Let me
appreciate
get
a
in on this,
match.
but you know,
I wish to test my mettle against you.
I think I was just kind of like really young in the arcades when this Street Fighter arcade actually hit.
But why?
But
The
then by the
internet
time I
said
started playing
when
fighter
you
games
assume a
like
fighting
Mortal
stance, he
Kombat had
doesn't
kind of hit
hesitate
the
to fight
scene,
back.
and I think
Are
I
you
just
not
kind of
feeling well?
gravitated towards those a lot more.
The answer lies in the heart of battle.
And
Did
then
you somehow
the
forget?
battle
You say that all the time.
and the fighting styles
Master,
of Street
it may
Fighter are
eventually
a lot
overwhelm.
different in the
The
aspects
heart of
of
battle is
getting
not just
that
to understand
combo
opponents,
going where you just
but
have like these,
yourself as
you know,
well.
4 hit,
If
5 hit,
fear of
6,
yourself
8,
stays your
15
feet,
hit, 20
you
hit
won't find
combos.
the answer. Of course.
where I
You don't
feel
need
like
me to
Mortal
tell you
Kombat and other
Hey!
games are more about landing these cool combo moves, you know, shooting your harpoon,
If
hitting
you're
the
not up to
uppercut,
fighting
shooting
today,
the fireball as they're in the
Understood.
midair,
I'll
and
fight.
landing all of that kind of stuff. For me, Street Fighter really appeals to me through the
Yeah, that's the
animation
spirit.
and the anime movies, as well as I remember being like super excited about the live action film. Simply, I think, because it was another live action film of a video game franchise being made, but it was very disappointing. The live action Street Fighter film was so disappointing. But the Street Fighter 2
Well, I totally lost.
animated film was absolutely amazing. I feel like that was a perfect
But this was helpful. I
like
learned more about my skills.
example
I'll
of
get to go home with a
how to
great
tell a
story.
simple story
Thank
with
you.
some very cool
I'm glad I
characters
was
from a
able to
video
fight with
game
you.
without, you know,
Yeah.
trying to
Me
overdo
too.
backstories and overdo like story backgrounds. Like they
You
just
are
kind of like
leaving?
dove right into who these characters were, and then
Like
the
him,
animation style.
I need to
and
better
just, like,
understand this
it's
power.
still one of my favorite films. I've watched it
Then
at
I
least
believe you should seek out Cade.
6 times this
He
year,
has been very
2020.
worried
Like
about
honestly,
you
like
lately.
Street Fighter 2, the animated movie
Yes.
is so good. I love it. I don't think I've seen the live action Street Fighter film since it
Sorry
came
I'm
out on
late.
video, and it was really.
Master
I
told me about how you're doing.
I'm one of those people too. It's like, you
and
know,
about the Satsu no Hado.
sometimes the
Fist of
worse a movie is,
destruction.
the better a movie
must
is,
find an
and that is
answer.
not a good
Something
example
that
of
doesn't
that.
lead to it.
That is just a
Okay.
really, really bad movie.
I can help you with that.
It kind of reminds me a lot of like Double Dragon, the movie, where they basically take a
on,
really
you.
cool movie franchise
Yeah, let's do it.
and tell a really bad story. At some point, though, you know the characters are going to wind up in their signature uniforms. But until then, everything's just like really just like garbage and put together. Especially like Chun-Li and her whole backstory is just really weird. And E Honda.
That wasn't too shabby.
Thank you. But like I said, I never really grew up playing Street Fighter. I've been
Don't worry
playing
about
it more now. Recently, I had
Even
to
if you
have it
lost
on
yourself
the
to
Super
Satsu no
Nintendo.
Hado, I'd be here to take you down
The
and
Super
stop it.
Nintendo and the PlayStation were
relax
two
already.
consoles I
Just
never
go
really
and fight.
had.
Right.
Like I said, I kind of feel like they're kind of essential to the Street
Shadow.
Fighter series.
Just the man I wanted to see.
But as a
Satsu
retro
no Hado
gamer,
is-
going back and playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo on
These
the
powers are drawn
Super
to each
Nintendo,
as I
it's been
expected.
a lot of fun.
We're going to have a fight. I need to understand this power.
I do remember getting
Know its
into
use and its limits.
like the Street Fighter titles and the Capcom fighters more when I think it was like Marvel versus Capcom, just because I was
I
like a
need to
huge
know as well.
Marvel fan.
For what
And I
lies
was
ahead.
familiar with these characters from Street Fighter, but I thought it'd be like better to like experience that world as like Wolverine, Spider-Man, and that kind of thing. There we go.
It can't be over!
I love this style of art. I'm not so much a big fan of like these
Satsui
big,
no
like these
Hado.
bubble characters they have going on for
Wasn't
the fight
anything like I
sequences, but
expected it to be.
I'm still
I
struggling
guess
to
as long as you're
suppress it
bashing
completely.
faces and throwing
But I've made
uppercuts
up
and
my
kicks and
mind.
stuff, it doesn't really matter.
Until
So,
I find what lies ahead with this power.
You know,
I'll
this
keep
game right here,
moving
Street Fighter
and
5
fighting,
is
no
available
matter what
on
the answer is.
PlayStation
I see.
Plus right now if you have the
Then I guess
membership
it
to that
turns
for
out
free.
we're not really after
And
the same
my
thing.
buddy Buck was like, dude, you
But
need
I
to
did
download
get
this.
something out of
You can kick each other's asses, and I'm like, well,
Until we meet again.
consider our asses kicked. I'm all over this, for sure. Love fighter games, love button smashers. Nice. Story mode feels kind of lax. Kind of digging it so far. Not so intense. Mortal Kombat 11 was freaking super intense, but of course, oh, okay, that one's over. Okay, cool. Oh, neat. Well, who do we want to do next, guys? You know what? Let's go ahead and do
I
something.
wonder. A week's already gone by since we started living together. It seems
So
like
I
she's
love
gotten
how,
used to living
again,
here.
I think I remember in
sometimes she
the
looks so
live
sad
action
that I
film,
worry.
Chun-Li was like a
I wish that I could do
kind of an
something to
actress.
help
No, she was a
her.
reporter, I think,
This is.
or a journalist.
I was wearing
But
that
then
back
she
when I
winds
was
up in
still
this
a rookie.
outfit by the
Try it
end.
on.
What? What?
Here, this is how you tie it. I used to tie my hair like this every morning. It
Bunch of
helped me to
shit
focus.
Just expired
It
on
helped me to be
I don't know
strong.
what that means.
Weren't you always strong? Since you were my age?
No, I always made mistakes back when I was wearing this. I was always struggling to do everything all on my own.
Are they telepathic because their mouths aren't really moving? Oh, man, it's beautiful. See, to me, this art is beautiful.
Like
There's
that
Vega.
man.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, you mean my dad?
I guess you don't
Yeah,
know
and see, then it
anything,
goes
do
into this weird, like, bubble. Yeah, here we go.
You're not going to answer me, are you? Fine then.
Wow. What the heck? Just say, can we... First time I meet this character in this game. Here we go. It's kind of like taken back by thighs. Those are some meaty thighs.
Your beauty is still but a bud. It is yet to reach the perfection of a rose in bloom. However, it may be more interesting to wait and watch this flower grow.
Father.
Interpol Agent Chun-Li, isn't it?
Oh, there we go.
What
Look at
brings
that
you
hair.
here?
I'm here on a lead that Shadaloo operative Vega is in the area.
By
I think the
yourself?
biggest,
It would take too long to get official approval. The window is small, and I have my reasons to
like
work
the
this
biggest
solo. Please, just let me
anticipation
continue.
of the Street Fighter movie
Whatever your
growing up. The
reasons,
live action one was it like
You're
Jean-Claude
letting your
Van Damme
emotions dictate your actions.
was going to be in it, and it
Trust
looked
me,
nothing
I
like
get it,
the character
but
we
this
see here.
organization is dangerous.
Do you think I need you to tell me that? I've been
Like the
training
hair
for this my
color
whole
is kind of
life.
similar, but like would have been great
Chun-Li.
if
I don't need you. I'll fight this alone.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
All right then.
grew his hair out in
If
some
that's the way
wicked
you want it.
platform piece.
Why don't you show us you're ready for this?
I want to fight Gaia.
You can't deploy someone if they're not prepared. That's an
What's going on with
essential
this dude's
rule.
hair? What's with the bear in the background?
I hear you loud and clear.
And then one thing I'm not like too keen on with like Street Fighter is like there's so many buttons. So there's like eight attack buttons. Like, are we serious? This feels like a little like overkill.
This way!
that too, remember?
It can't be over!
It's over. We ready to
Not
deploy?
bad.
That should have been enough to beat him.
You are strong, but you can't go into the field alone.
Why not?
You can't go alone, but we could work together.
Charlie.
But
Charlie. I think Charlie becomes,
What, are you doubting
was it
me?
Baraka?
Do you think we're spies for Shadowloo?
no, it isn't that.
Come on. I think I know where Vega is
And the
hiding
more,
out.
the more I play this game, the more I'm thinking about the live action movie, and it's just like kind of cracking me up. I kind of remember like
Such a small school of fish.
Baraka,
Hardly even worth
like
my
really
time.
bad makeup, like
Vega!
oh gosh, like almost like the Incredible Hulk, like
Go
TV
on.
series.
They shouldn't be a problem.
Bill Bixby
Damn it.
makeup.
Just because he's the top dog doesn't make him king. Oi! You lot! I'm gonna use my chain to tie you guys up. Good and tight!
See, I love this animation.
Get
I wish
ready
the,
for this!
the fighting was more like this. Like a 2D
Go on!
anime style.
We've got this under control.
Thank you, both of you! Found you!
Well, aren't you the quick one? However,
Look at my
what will
Wolverine
you do
calls.
by yourself?
You're wrong.
We'll hear.
I'm not alone. This time, you're coming with me, Vega.
How sad. You choose to wither instead of bloom.
I won't let up on you.
Oh, nice.
This way.
This is kind of like the inner tournament with that character, and you just like annihilate.
I'm bringing you in. Now you will tell me about my father.
Chasing after a shadow of the past. That look in your eyes. Beautiful. Indeed, I can tell you about your father. Also,
Yes, very
how he met
beautiful.
his end. Farewell! We'll meet again after you bloom.
Oh no.
I thought I had to do everything on my own. Always.
But wait, no.
But you were right. Thank you for your help. Both of you.
Oh wow, it's like
Don't
we all
be
learned
so
a lesson
reckless
here.
next time.
They can't be underestimated.
I understand. And I won't give up. This isn't over. There. All done.
It looks great. I thought I was alone. That I couldn't count on anyone else.
Leafin.
Leaf, you can
Chun-Li.
always count on me.
I want to be strong. Just like you are.
You will be. If we work at it together, anything's possible.
Just drink all your milk
How about we get started?
right now.
Yes!
That was weird. Cool. Costume setting cannot be changed in story mode. Got some homies hit me up about some Fortnite. Alright, now that was really cool. No, so wait, let me see.
I'll
If we
discover
go over here.
the answer beyond the Satsui no Hado.
Okay, that's all done. That hasn't done. We'll do maybe some Ken real
Come to
quick.
think,
Just kind of jump
We've
into
always
this.
been like... Is Mel still out?
Like a light. Are you sure this is okay? Should we really go to a party?
Now, one of the
on our
things I
only
think that
day
killed
off?
me about the casting of
Any other day I
the
would've said
live
no,
action film
but today we've got an invite
was
from Miss Conti.
Ken and
Plus,
Ryu were
the added
so
bonus,
poorly
the
cast in
parties
that
always
film.
attract the strongest fighters around.
You know, like, I don't know what
So
came
you're going to
first,
a
if it was
party
the
to get
animated
into a
film,
fight?
the Street Fighter
Of course.
2
Why
animated
wouldn't I?
film,
I gotta
or
make sure
the
I have
live
more
action
wins
Street
than him
Fighter
this year.
movie. But, I mean,
matter how old you
Ryu
two
and
get, it
Ken were
never
very
ends.
well defined in the game and in that movie as
It's been
being
like this since the
very
beginning.
strong, very big characters,
You
very
fight
huge
well,
characters.
but why do you fight?
And then you get this live action
you just
movie, and
fighting for
like they're
money?
like played like these guys
For
aren't
fame?
even really in shape.
Or do you like the attention?
It's really,
I fight because there's a
really
man I have to
sad. Like
defeat.
Ken.
Until that day
Oh
comes,
my gosh, I'm kind
I
of
won't
thinking
ever
about it now. I
stop.
do remember, like it was like I feel like Ken was
And
played by
ever since
somebody
then, I
you
think
might
I've
have
lost
seen in
count
like a
of how many
soap
times I've
opera
seen
or
you two
something.
fight.
And I don't even think
Are
he
you
had
two
blonde
really
hair.
going to do this now?
Maybe like light brown. It looked nothing like this guy. Like
check this out, Eliza.
they really need to do a really cool live action Street Fighter film for today. Alright, fight back, bro. Do that too. Oh, nice. Damn it.
Looks like I'm winning.
I'm gonna win the next one.
Alright, so for those of you who are listening, who would you
could've
cast
sworn it was
as
this way.
Ryu and Ken?
Yeah. And that's exactly
a
why
new
it would have
Street
been a
Fighter
good
film.
idea to let the butler guide us.
Hey, you two. Wouldn't be trespassing in here, would ya?
If you could cast the two brothers, Ryu and Ken,
No, man.
Street Fighter
Three of us are guests at the party
2021.
tonight.
Look, don't put up a fuss. Just let me quietly crush ya.
Guess I have no choice.
Who would you cast?
Haven't I seen you before?
What? Who thought he
Oh,
cares?
who would you cast for that guy? Like we have to cast like somebody.
I could swear I've seen you around somewhere before. Well, give or take 200 pounds.
You gate-crashing piece of rubbish.
I'm telling you, we're on the guest list. Look!
Oh,
It's...
I know who I would cast. The dude from 300.
Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Masters.
Yep.
And this must be Mel. I'm so glad you could make it.
For the big
Thank
dude
you
right
for
there.
inviting us,
You kidding
Miss
me?
Karin.
Oh, it seems there's been a lack of etiquette. To make amends, would you accept a pre-meal match?
What's his name, people?
I'm
Gerald Butler?
Can't believe
Yep.
you.
For that big giant dude. But who would you cast
Okay,
for Ryu and
let's see
Ken
what you've got.
today?
I'm sure to enjoy this, fighting a man of your prowess.
You know I'd cast? I would actually search the martial arts market. And just find two fighters that would fit this profile.
Oh, Daddy?
Because I feel like with the title this strong, you would have to go with authentic
Did
fighters,
you wake up, Mel?
people who've actually like practiced in
We'll have
martial
someone
arts.
take you all to your guest room.
I don't know if I would go all Hollywood with a live action
Do
Street
you
Fighter
think
film.
Ryu is coming?
He's out there
Like,
fighting against the
Chris
Satsui no Hana.
Hemsworth is Can...
Satsui no Hado.
Nah.
I don't know what kind of answers he'll find in that battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if there is one.
Some no names.
Ken.
But I know he's gonna keep moving forward. No matter how difficult it is. That's just who he is.
So I'm eating some candy right
And
now. It's really
I'm
good.
gonna
Okay,
do the
so
same
anyway, guys,
thing.
thanks for hanging out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap
The
this
same
up.
as always.
Again, Street Fighter 5 here, available now for free if you have a PlayStation Plus account, which I highly... Oh my gosh, that candy went down the wrong tube. PlayStation Plus account, I highly recommend getting one. Lots of cool deals, lots of like savings and discounts on different video games, as well as free titles every month. Again, my buddy Buck hit me up and was like, dude, you gotta download this game. And so I did. Already enjoying it. Like I said, never been a really Street Fighter player, but I'm looking forward to jumping into this and kind of like opening up my Street Fighter what's it like? What do they call it when you're like when you're like a wine connoisseur, like your palate, my Street Fighter palate, I guess, if you will. And you know, this has been a free title, so already the money has been well worth it. Again, still, I just feel like I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy. I feel like I always will be. But if you're like me and you've never tried out Street Fighter, you know, there's a chance to do it for free. Check out some really cool characters. It's really beautiful Japanese anime style art. And if anything, just thank you guys for hanging out for a little while and listening to me jibber jabber. As always, again, I'm your host, Rob French. Thanks for hanging out in Rob's Arcade. Please remember to always be awesome to each other. And until next time, don't spend your quarter anywhere else, guys. Love you, and I will see you later.